Hello, welcome back to the channel, and today it's a special one.
Way back a year ago.
Hello, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be doing the special video that I promised, and it's the putty and the putty. So basically the triple IPA and the double IPA from Verdant. It's a Verdant Putty. Now, Putty was first brewed back in 2017 as part of Hop City. James, the brewer at the time, well, the head brewer, Verdant, wanted to brew something that would sort of compete with the New England IPAs and the hazy beers coming over from America. So he slammed a load of Galaxy, Mosaic and a little bit of Azaka into the beers, put lots of oats and wheat and Golden Promise in there to get it hazy, and since then, it's been a hype beer. Every year they've released Putty, which is this one. This is an 8% double IPA. And then this year, they released Putty, and I think about maybe a week or 2 weeks later, they basically introduced its bigger sibling, which is the triple Putty at 10%. Now, I had, for the first time last year, Putty, and actually brewed my own version of it as well. And I just felt last year that there was better Verdant beers out at the time. This one seemed to have quite a big alcohol burn last year when I tried it for the first time. What are we now? April. So these have been out a good few weeks now. So they shouldn't be green. They should be mellowed slightly on the hops, but should still be really good. I'm going to do a blind tasting. Mrs. B is going to pour them into my two craft beer channel glasses, so in the same glasses, and Mrs. B after the video is going to help me drink them as well. So drink responsibly. I'm not going to try and drink two big ABV beers in this video. It's not about that. It's about drinking responsibly and sharing. I class these as like sharing cans, for me anyway. They are. So I'll put the blindfold on. I want to see, the idea of the blindfold is, can I pick out the stronger beer? Which one do I prefer blindfolded? And just, see if I can just pick out any sort of differences. Or maybe I don't know. That's the whole point of a blind tasting. Done quite a few of these on the channel now over the year. So blind tasting, if you've watched videos, you know I've done a few blind tasting videos, and this is just another one, and there's a couple more to come as well. Okay, I'll put this on. Let Mrs. B pour the drinks, and I'll come back to you when they've taken this mask off. Okay, so here we go. Blind tasting. This is a bit I always get nervous about, so just flat hands moving into a glass. Oh, right over there. Okay, so both beers just clash as well. Right, so I'll work with the right hand first. Let's see what I'm getting on the aroma. You're just getting the lime, citrus notes for sure. Sweet malt. Not picking up on any alcohol smells at all. Lots of mango, that type of fruit. Stone fruits. Really, really got a sweet note to it, really has. Okay, this next one. Oh. Pretty much exactly the same. Over the two there though, I don't know if it's me, but the first one smelled a little bit more. This has got a slight, and I mean a slight yeasty note to it. It's strange doing these blindfolded, but it's definitely got the citrus, stone fruit, the sweet note. Oh, they're so similar. Oh. I'm thinking, just off smell, that could be the bigger one. That could be the big one, just off the smell, off the aroma. I have no idea. Okay, they both smell really nice, juicy, stone fruit, slight citrus notes, definitely a lot of like peachy mango going on in them. Okay, cheers. I'll try this one first. Full-bodied. You'd expect both of these to be full-bodied. Nice, not bitter, no harsh bitterness. There is sweetness there, and you are getting them nice tropical notes. There's a slight alcohol coming through there though. That's lovely. That is really, really good. Whichever one it is, that's really good. And if that's the Putty, the double IPA, it's not got as much alcohol burn as the Putty from last year. Okay, let's try this one. That's thicker bodied, well thick. Really heavy bodied compared to this one on the palate. Taste is the same, so similar. It's really hard to pull them apart. 2% difference. I've changed my mind. I'm going for the bigger body because of this one's giving me a big thick body. Thinking that might be alcohol. The amount of obviously oats that they've put into it to build up the body. But on taste, I really can't tell them apart. I think they're both fantastic. None of them are bitter. None of them are showing as much alcohol as 2022's version did for me. So I'm really struggling. I'm going to go and go off looks now, because taste-wise, that's got a much better, no, not much better, a much thicker mouthfeel, which is making me think it could be the heavier beer. But let's go off looks. Okay, looks. See if there's any giveaways here now on this. So, both as you expect, they're pretty much bang on the same. There's nothing in it at all. Even on looks, I can't tell them apart. If I'm totally honest, there's no way. I'm just going off the palate being thick-bodied. It's almost like drinking a smoothie, if I'm totally honest. Wow, there's nothing in it at all, so don't mind if I don't get this one right, because there's only 2% alcohol in it. They both look the same, they both taste the same. The bitterness must be really low, which is great for this sort of New England style IPA. Yeah, so I'm going to throw it at that. I'm going to go, because this one is just a bit lighter on the palate, I'll say the double IPA. And this one, thicker on the palate, I'm going to go triple IPA. But, to totally honest, there's no alcohol, which is great, because last year that really did put me off a bit on the Putty from last year. And this year, neither of them have got that alcohol burn or that alcohol flavour, which I'm not a big fan of the flavour when it comes through to the beers. So, time for Mrs. Beast, but the can. So, double IPA, triple IPA. Let's see. I might be wrong. That mouthfeel, though, could have thrown me off. So, let's see. Oh, opposites. Right, so the double IPA has got much... So I got it wrong. It is that hard. The double IPA, I said this was the stronger one on the first taste. But then I said this because of the body. The Putty has got more body, for my palate, than the triple Putty. And that was the only thing I was pulling out the difference, was body-wise. And that's quite unusual, because you'd think the triple, having more of them oats in, would have been heavier bodied, but there you go, I got that one wrong. But it does show that there's nothing in it. There's only that 2%. Apart from that, they've both been brewed fantastically. They're both fantastic tasting beers. This is definitely an improvement on this one from last year. That's the original Putty from last year. But I cannot get over how heavy bodied that is. It's like a smoothie. It's really, really thick-bodied. Now, when you think of imperial beers, you think of it being thick-bodied. Where this one is amazingly lighter on the palate than that one. So, and that was the only thing that threw me. So, yeah, I got that wrong. But what I didn't get wrong was purchasing these, because they're both really, really good beers. Superb brewing there from Verdant. So there you go. I don't think it says anything on the cans. I can't tip the can because Mrs. B's got to have her drinks out of it. It just says it's got the hops on there, double IPA, 8%. It's got the putty on there, Verdant. There's no information on there. We do know they brewed it for Hop City 2017. Same again, exactly the same hops. 10%, so it's 2% more. But for some reason, that one's a lot easier to drink on the palate than the double IPA, which, hey ho. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll cheers. Well, let's do this when we do the taste test. I already did it there. Cheers, and yeah.
I've been dreaming on in my head like I've seen it. A life worth living is a life with meaning. I'll do what I love till my heart stops beating.